Hello my friends, I am Shekhar sir. I am in this field for the last 25 years. Today I will teach you about debit and credit. What is the things which should be debited and what are the things should be credited. This is the main thing. You see, most of people sometimes confuse what is to be debited and what is to be credited. Today I will teach you about it clearly, some important rules which I am going to share with you. Number 1, this is debit, this is credit. Debits denotes as DR, credit denotes as CR. Now, what comes in will be debited and what goes out will be credited. Always remember it. What comes in will be debited, what goes out will be credited. A little example of it. Suppose you sold goods to Ram worth rupees 5,000. You sold goods to Ram worth rupees 5,000. Now, thing is, what is to be debited and what is to be credited? What you received? You received cash. You received cash. It means cash should be debited and other thing should be credited. What goes out? Cash will be debited and Ram will be credited. Okay. Now, next is all assets debited. Either it is fixed asset or current asset. All the asset always will be debited while making journal entry sector. All the liabilities, short term or long term, will be credited always. Remember it. Next thing is all the losses will be debited and all the profit will be credited. Question is, why profit credited? As it is a profit, then why it is being credited? Simple answer. If I say you earned a profit of 10,000. You earned a profit of 10,000. What you received? You received 10,000 cash. Cash will be debited and other thing will be credited, because you see in accountancy there are two terms goes simultaneously, debit and credit. So, cash will be debited and profit will be credited. Next thing is all expenses always will be debited and all income always be credited. All expenses, rent paid, electricity bill paid, etc., etc. Income means interest received and you gain some profit on something, so gain will be credited. Always drawings will be debited and capital always will be credited. Prepaid expenses, the expenses which you have paid in advance will be debited, and on the contrary, outstanding expenses, expenses which are not paid yet, to be paid, it is a liability, hence will be credited. Accrued income, what is accrued income? Earned, income earned but not received physically will be debited, and income received in advance. If you have received something in advance and work will be done later on, this amount which you have received in advance will always be credited, because it is a liability, because work to be done, you received advance but you have not done the work, so it will be credited. These are some important terms. If you learn it, it will help you while making balance sheet, while making journal entry. Thank you so much.